Hello, today I want to talk about spring makeup looks. So it's almost April and it feels finally here in the UK like spring has arrived. The temperatures are much warmer, the sun's out every day, so it's time to change your makeup looks and obviously your clothes. So for spring, I'm glad to see that florals are making an appearance yet again, which is great because I've always worn floral little dresses and tops. I just adore them, so it's great that they're in fashion again. So I've just got a little one on. I think this was just from George at Asda, a little dress with some little jeggings. At the moment I've got some lip gloss on, but I've kept my eyes and my face bare because I just wanted to show you some makeup that I use for spring that I really recommend. There's a lot of sort of high-priced, high-quality makeup brands that do great colours. So I love a visit to Space NK, and obviously they do Laura Mercier, which is quite expensive, I find. Harvey Nichols, you've got your MAC, your NARS, all the great brands, but they are quite expensive, and I find that for certain seasons where I will have different makeup looks that I won't really adopt for the rest of the year, I don't really want to be spending £30 plus on a product. I want something colourful and something fun, so I tend to buy the cheaper brands. I'll spend like a lot of money on foundations and powders and things that I can use throughout the year. But yeah, like I say, if I'm doing fun things like I do in spring, I'll use high street brands, but they're great. They're really good quality. So the likes of Maybelline, Barry M, Rimmel, Primark is recently being discovered. So I'm going to show you a selection. Like, I've got a ridiculous amount of makeup, as you can imagine, but I wanted to pick out some key items. So for the base, I'd probably recommend in spring you want to go for something a bit lighter. So where I've been wearing the Revlon Colour Stay, I might mix that with moisturiser. For me, tinted moisturiser isn't quite enough coverage. It looks great for the first sort of 3 or 4 hours, but then as the day wears on, you'll start to see any blemishes that I might have or dark circles, which I tend to get. So I tend to stay away from tinted moisturiser unless I'm on holiday and I've got a really good tan. So another recommended base though for spring, which I will be adopting as we edge from spring to summer as well, is by MAC, and it's their Studio Sculpt foundation. This is in NW30. It's a foundation with an SPF of 15, which is great, and it's gel based, smells just really nice, fresh, clean, but it's the consistency is, well, it's like a gel. So I've got that on at the moment, and no powder, no blusher, nothing else, no eye base or anything. So it's just that. So it gives a really nice coverage, really fresh. The colours with MAC are great because obviously I finished here and it just blends perfectly with the rest of my skin tone. It's really good coverage, but it never looks heavy, and you get like a slight sheen, like a dewy look, which is key for spring. So where we've seen matte looks throughout autumn and winter, we're now going into the dewy look, which makes you look fresh. So I'd really recommend that, and I think that's about, I can't remember how much it is, about £19, £19.50. I get mine from Harvey Nichols in Leeds. So just bear with me while I reach over for the rest of my makeup stuff. I'll move on to blushes next. Okay, so there's so many out there, but I've got 4 here to show you today that I really recommend, and I'm going to start with the Barry M blushes. So these are £4.99 each. This is the 2nd year running that I've had these, and I wear them nearly every day. These are going to last like well over a year. You can see that there's hardly any gone, but I use it all the time. The reason for that is it's really high pigmentation, so the colours are really strong, meaning you need less. You don't need that much actually. So the colours I've got here are blusher number 3, which is, I would describe as a deep coral, I think. So I'll just get some on my finger so you can see it's really bright. I'll just rub some there. But when it's on your skin, It's almost like the colour of this on my dress. It's a really great bright colour. If I wear something like that, I'm going to play down my eyes. I don't want too much going on, look a bit dodgy. Another great one for spring is blusher colour number 1, which is like a bright baby pink, if that makes sense. Just get some on my finger. So whereas that's the deeper colour, this is quite light but bright. But once you've rub it on your hand, you can see there, it's a really nice, fresh, natural, great for work and every day really, that. So when you apply these, I'm not going to do it now because there's another blusher I want to wear, but you get a really big brush, I think is the key. Like, it comes with a tiny brush, and when I tried that for the first time, you get like literally a streak of blusher. The bigger the better with these. Swirl your brush around and dab it on the back of the hand is the best bet, otherwise you're going to get just clumps of blusher. It stays put all day, which is great, but you need to make sure that your base is dried thoroughly before you put it on. I've made that mistake a few times where I've done my foundation and moved straight onto blusher, and there's like blotches of it which you can't get rid of all day. So do anything else, maybe do your hair or something, and then come back to the blusher. Big brush with these, and really quick. And I sort of start in the apples here and then move up around that area. So they're great, and Barry M in Superdrug are often on 3 for 2. They do about 5 different colours. They've also got a bronze sort of colour, like a really deep toffee, which is absolutely gorgeous to put sort of just on your cheekbones there, and on your nose, so as you edge into summer. So I can't recommend these highly enough. Like, the quality is above MAC, really is, for these blushes. Okay, another great new find is by Benefit, the one and only Benefit, which I absolutely adore. And this is Bella Bamba. Sorry, I had so many things to say then at the same time, it wouldn't all come out. So this blusher is called Bella Bamba, and it's promoted as like a 3D blusher. The reason being is you probably can't see very well. I'll move it as much as I can, but there's loads of tiny pigments of glitter, and loads of different colours. So whilst it's primarily like a coral, just put some on my hand, which is there. You have got flecks of gold, peach, and almost like a bit of purple or blue. It smells really fresh, quite floral, really cute. They've changed the packaging, which is much better. So all the other powders, the lid lifts off like so, and you get a little brush, which is great. The brushes are good quality, but no mirror. So now they've left the back of the box hinge, which is easier to get into, and it's magnetic shut as well, and a cute little mirror, which is great really. When you want to apply in the car or if you're out and about, brilliant. They should all be reinvented to be like that. Really good for your handbag. So these retail at about, I think these are about £20, but you'll find all year, if not longer, these blushes will last. Because this has got like lots of highlighting pigments, I tend to, rather than put it in the apples of my cheeks here, I put it higher up, so just under the eye and up towards the temple. Again, a big brush with that. The final one, I'll come on to Benetint later because I'm always raving about that, but another found that I've got is, it's by Bloom, and you can buy this in Superdrug. I think it's an Australian brand, and it's really hard to find. I'm sure Boots used to stock this like about 10 years ago because I got a few products then and loved it, and they stopped doing it. Just bear with me, something on my computer's just... it's wanting to restart. No, don't restart. So yeah, Bloom Cosmetics are really good. They're like, the colours are really different. They're quite vibrant but also very natural. They've got like lots of mineral makeups, gorgeous lip colours. I haven't actually tried the eye colours yet, but the blushes are just absolutely divine. The smell of lavender, which might sound a bit like old-fashioned, but it isn't. It's really nice, really fresh, and really kind to your skin. I've got a couple of these. These are, I think these are about £8. But again, I bought this last spring and it's lasted me, and I use it quite often. So this is like a cream blush. The colour I've got here is called Koi, and it's like a peach, a really pale peach, and it looks really cute. So I'm just going to show, because everyone kind of knows how to put blushes on with a big brush, I'm just going to show you how I do creams. So I get loads and loads and loads on my middle finger, and then I start by putting little dots on the apples of the cheek. Now I haven't got any powder on, and like I say, I'm using this Studio Sculpt foundation by MAC, which is gel based, so they complement each other really well, the consistencies and the texture. So I'll just do one side, then you can see, and then I start to dab just up, so I can feel my cheekbone there, and I'm just following that right up to the temple. And you can see it's a really cute natural colour. I'll just come close. Really subtle. I'll just put some more here for you. And yeah, you can see the difference there. It just kind of lifts your face. I've only put a little bit on. I'll just match the other side now. It makes you look really fresh. You can apply it at any point of the day, which I love. It's great to just have in your handbag, and you don't actually necessarily need a mirror for it either. You can just dab away. So yeah, brilliant product there. Really recommend that. It makes you feel fresh, it makes you look glowing, and it stays, so it doesn't stay as long as say the Barry M ones that are like powders that stick. So if I apply this first thing in the morning, I'll then probably put some more on at lunchtime, and then again sort of 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So you do need to apply a bit more. Oh, just one other thing to add. I've got lipstick on, so I won't do it, but you can put this as an eye colour and a lip balm as well, so you're all matching. That gives a really cute look for work and every day. Okay, let's move on to the lips now. So I am addicted to lip glosses and lipsticks, and I buy far too many and wear not enough at all. I barely wear them. I go through phases. I tend to put it on first thing in the morning and then just not bother. But I'm going to make sure that I wear more lip colour in spring, because it does brighten my face. I tend to look washed out half of the time, so the colour really helps. So we have got 4 to go through today, 2 of which are Barry M again. So the one that I'm wearing at the moment is Barry M lip gloss in number 11. So I've got this on here. Really cute pink. And you will find, and this is the reason I got them, it will match this blusher perfectly. Like, they're literally the same colour. So they go really nice together. And the other Barry M lip gloss is, we've got number 5, which is again quite a bright pink, but pastel-y as well. That doesn't make sense. And this complements the blusher number 1 perfectly. So that's more if I was wearing something, like, I guess these colours would go with what I'm wearing now, quite natural colours. But if I wear anything dark in the spring, like if I wear navy for example, this would like really lift your face out of the outfit and look cool together. So these lip glosses are about £5 again, so it's really, really cheap. These have lasted me since last spring. The colours are still out there. You just get a normal applicator, a little sponge. It goes on really well, really high pigmentation. This is the one I'm not wearing, but you can see there it's really bright. And yeah, I've had this one on about an hour and I've been drinking a glass of water, so it's still stayed there, but you'll need to apply it a bit more. What else can I say about these lip glosses? They smell really good. So the one I've got on at the moment, it's kind of fruity. So I'd say like maybe a mixture of apple and strawberries. That's quite nice. And this brighter pink one is like bubblegum. It's really nice. Really, really, really good. It reminds me of those ice creams you used to get. Was it called Screwballs? And they had like little bubble gum at the bottom of the cone. It smelled gorgeous. So yeah, they're the 2 lip glosses that are great. And then my other 2 favourites are corals. So I love corals, as you can tell by me painting the spare room coral, and half of my clothes have always been coral. And so I've tried practically every coral lipstick and lip gloss on the market, and these are the 2 favourites of mine. That this is probably the 3rd year running that I've been wearing these, and they're brilliant. So first up is Bloom again. These are about £7. They're quite small, but like I'd pay double that. They're worth every single penny. Got this one in Superdrug and it's called Liquid Lipstick. And this is in colour Jasmine. You can see the little lady and a little name there. Another really good one is Lily, which is like, it literally looks the colour of foundation, but really it's got a slight peachy nude tint to it, beautiful for every day. But this is great for spring. This is what it looks like. Smells really nice, like just fresh. I can't really describe it, but a nice clean makeup smell. So this is the lipstick or lip gloss, and this is a little sponge. And you probably won't be able to see it, but there's loads of little holes in it, and you just twist the bottom and they squirt out. I don't know why I'm running out of space. I'll put it on a paler part of my hand. So this is like the colour of the wall, like a coral. These lip glosses are great, really handy, last a long time on your lips as well, just absolutely brilliant. If there's ever a 3 for 2, try and take advantage of it and get a few of these. So they've got some great colours, but the one here, Jasmine, is a great coral and it flatters most skin tones as well. The only thing I'll say about this, and it's probably because I've got OCD about hygiene and I'm really funny, is because it's a sponge. I'm always paranoid that it's going to like capture loads of germs and stuff. So I tend to have a tissue on my makeup stand anyway, so after I've used it I'll wipe it, and then once a week when I'm doing my brushes I will give it a bit of a rinse under the hot tap just so it doesn't harbour any germs. Okay, now the final lip gloss is by L'Oreal, and it's a Glam Shine 6-Hour Volumizer Gloss, and these retail at about £7.99 in Boots and Superdrug, and again there's often 3 for 2, so take advantage of those. This colour is called Everlasting Melon in shade 404, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't really put it on because I've already got one on, but the wand is a really cute, easy to use applicator, almost heart shaped. There isn't much of a smell to it, just normal lipstick smell. I'll just apply it on there, and it's quite a bright orangey look, but there's loads of little pigments in it, and you've got lots of flecks of peaches and golds. Let's see if you can see. It's so flattering. I don't know if you can tell. One random tip, people often look at me in the shop and think I'm weird, but if you go to the mirror in the shop, if you're not sure if a lip colour is going to suit you or not, once you've tested it on the back of your hand and you like it, just hold it in front of your face like this, then you can see. Like, I can tell straight away that that colour is going to flatter the rest of my face. So brilliant, and they really do last 6 hours more. Like, I'll put them on in the morning and it's lasted through lunch and everything. Really good, can't recommend them highly enough. So I have been recording now for 18 minutes, which is quite a long time, so I need to get a little bit of a move on because my YouTube videos I don't think go on for much longer than that. I'm going to move on to the eyes, and I'm going to do them quite quickly because for me, for spring, I want to put bright lip colour and bright cheeks and not so much on the eyes, okay? So for the eyes, I've got 2 products here from Primark, and when I first saw Primark makeup I was a bit of a snob and thought, no way, it's going to be really bad quality or bring me out in a rash or blemishes or something. But I risked it one day. All their items are £1 each, so you really can't go wrong. And I've tried loads of their products now and they are amazing. They're really surprisingly good. I've got last week this 4-colour eyeshadow set for £1. So you've got a really nice pearl sort of oyster colour, a really nice beige, beige or greige, like a dusky pink, and then like a mauve as well, which I probably won't use as much of. The brushes are so, like, you can't go wrong with a sponge applicator, but the brush is a little uneven and not great, so I use my own, but the product itself is brill. So on my eyes, in the inner corners, I'll just put some, like a fresh, can't see that, hang on, I'll put some on my other hand. It's just like a natural oyster colour. It's really, like, you want subtle and you want a little bit of shimmer, so I'd use that, and then the sort of beigey, greigey colour again is really subtle. My camera's not showing up very well, that's a bit better. And they'll give you like, they'll give you a nice glow and accentuate the dewy look that you're going for. So I would go for like really natural colours when you're going for the bright coral lips and cheeks. If you want to add a little bit more colour to those types of colours, like maybe say for an evening, Primark also do shimmer dusts, which are £1, and these are brilliant. I've got a nude coloured one and this like tan bronze one, which is more goldy. I really need to get a HD camera so you can see focus better. But these are Brill, so I'll just get some on my finger. And that, sorry, that's this here. So it's like a rust colour, and that's really nice, and that will complement your corals. It's like the same sort of colour wheel, if you like. And I'd put that just as a liner and outer corners, but I'll tend to keep my eyes quite bare, like I say. Another find is by L'Oreal, a really cute, God, look at the state of how dirty it is, it's not like me, eyeshadow set. The colour is Paris Blossom in DO2. Really cute and just right for spring. So you've got again like a white, it doesn't go on that pigmented though, so I've just rubbed it there and it's just really pale. And then you've got literally a coral pink colour. I'll just rub some on my finger so you can see better. So these two are really cute if you want to add. Just be wary not to put too much lip gloss and blusher if you're wearing coral eyes, as you're going to look a bit like a clown, to be honest. Okay, and then for mascaras, I've got two favourites at the moment, both by Maybelline. Again, 3 for 2s are on in Boots and Superdrug, so take advantage of those. So we've got the Falsies Volume Express mascara, which is brilliant. I've also got, but I've not brought it in with me, it's in my bedroom, the other version of this, it's called Black Drama, so it looks the same but it's in like a reddy pink tube with black like lace patterns on it, and it's the same as this but much darker black, and it's matte black, which is really nice if it goes against shimmer products. So you've got a slightly curved brush like so, but it's just brilliant at building volume. Okay, and the other one, which is really new to market by Maybelline, is called the 1x1 Volume Express, which I've got on at the moment, but I've only put like one layer, so, and I haven't curled my lashes or anything, but I've done the bottom lashes. Yeah, I'm going to have to get an HD camera so you can see better, but it's just brilliant. So let me do it this side. So the brush has got loads and loads and loads of tiny bristles, and they capture like all the lashes. The colour is a really deep black. It doesn't clump at all. I'll just do the bottom lashes gently so you can see. Hopefully you can see. But it just captures them all. And it's really buildable as well, and that's really nice to create like a fresh eye look, to complement the dewy rest of makeup look. So I'm conscious that I've rushed a little bit on that towards the end. It's just purely because of time. So I've only got 2 more quick things to add, and that's if I want to go out on an evening and go for something bright. I've always found it quite hard to find like certain eye makeup that will complement my eyes being brown. I've tried like golds and stuff which look quite good in autumn and winter, but for spring I've tried blues and greens and they don't really look that great on me, to be honest. So I've started to adopt purple, which is a really cute look. I'll downtone the cheeks if I'm doing purple and bright makeup, as well as the lips. So if I was having purple, I'd probably look back to using the Bloom Koi Sheer Colour Cream on cheeks and lips, so it's like really subtle. I've got 3 products here, all from Barry M, 3 for 2, range at about £5 each. I've got a matte eye crayon, which is great, really thick chunky matte, and I'll put this literally all over. I've then got the liquid eyeliner in purple. I use a black liquid eyeliner every day, which is great. I'll just put that underneath. I'm running a bit short on that. So it's a little bit of a deeper colour, but it's really nice to put against the lash line in a little flick. And then I'd finish the look with their lengthening mascara in electric purple, which is a really bright purple, but because my eyelashes are black naturally anyway, it just goes on really subtly and really nice. So purple I think will be coming in this spring, and it's great for anyone who's got the same colouring as me. And finally, last but not least, Benefit. Cute little pouch here of brilliant Benefit products for, say if you're going on a day out, you don't want to take all your makeup with you, but you want to continue to look fresh throughout the day. Benetton, you really can't go wrong. Liquid blusher, you put it on instead of any powder blusher, and it will last and last all day. It gives a really nice glow. Just put it there and I'll rub it. Smells of roses, really fresh, complements especially like dark hair and pale skin. And they have also brought out the Benetton and Gloss, which is essentially the same product but in an easier to use, like for your lips. So you've got a tiny cute little brush, put that on your lips there, and the gloss actually seals it on as well. And then finally, this is brilliant for if you're at work to use, and it's their lip balm, their Benetton lip balm. Again, smells gorgeous of roses, really helps condition the lips. I won't put any on because you won't see the full effect. And it's there, it's quite bright, but once you've rubbed it in to your lips, it's just a really subtle glow. So like those products together are lovely for spring and summer actually. Actually all year round they're brilliant, but that's like a cute little set that I got in Debenhams last year, so I'm sure they'll bring something similar out again this year. So I'm going to go now because I've babbled quite a lot, but I just wanted to give you an overview of spring colours that I like and how they look and how to use them. So let me know in the comments box below of any spring colours that you like, any finds that you've recently found on the high street that would help others, or if you want any more information on the products or any separate tutorials on them, just let me know and I'll do them. Thank you.